children in our communities globally needs to be protected. And as we already know, they are being targeted. Sick people are out there and they are targeting our children. Today's video is a must watch for everybody, especially parents. If you're a parent, this video is for you. If you're someone who maybe isn't a parent right now, but you intend to be a parent in the future, this video is for you as well. But even if you don't fall under any of those two categories, meaning at the moment you are not a parent and you don't intend to be a parent in the future, this video is also for you because you have relatives, you have neighbors, you have friends and family who have children. Information in this video could help you help a child out there, even if you are not related to this child in any way, shape or form. Let us not forget that as a society, we are supposed to be looking out for one another, especially the younger ones around us, because they are the most vulnerable in our society.
Nail bar today. Literally. We came to this place right here in Plano, Texas, called A Nail Bar. And you don't see A Nail Bar on the outside, but that's the name of it, A Nail Bar. It's on the front, up top. Brought my daughter, 14 years old, up here with me today to get our nails done. And as we're sitting there, my daughter notices that, and of course, she all of a sudden darts over to me. I'm sitting there. She all of a sudden just darts over to me. I'm enjoying getting my nails done. I come here all the time. She darts over to me and she's like, "Mama, I don't feel comfortable. We need to go." I don't feel comfortable. I need to get out of here. I was like, okay, all right. Now she's 14. She knows what uncomfortable feels like, but at the moment I couldn't quite understand what was going on. And I was like, okay. She was like, "I just want to go sit in the car." I was like, "You got it. Go. You sure?" "I want to go sit in the car." Okay. I go back to the nail seat that I was sitting in because I had moved her away. She wanted to actually sit. She wanted me to actually remove her from the situation when we were talking. So I removed her from the situation, walked over here and talked to her. And she told me, "Mama, I don't feel comfortable here." I'm like, okay, well, she's like, "I want to go sit in the car." Go sit. All right, here's the keys. Go sit in the car. I sit back to get my nails done, not really thinking what was going on. Not really thinking. And all of a sudden, my oldest daughter, Tamaja, shout out to Covering. Shout out to Tamaja, my oldest daughter. Shout out to Covering. Because Riley called Tamaja and said, "Hey, something ain't right in there. This is exactly what happened." And what happened is the lady who was doing my baby's nails was recording her doing a live video call, not recording her, doing a live video call with a grown old man while my 14-year-old daughter was sitting in the nail chair trying to get her nails done. Now, I didn't know all this until Maja called me. Thank God for Maja. Maja called me. She said, "Mama, did Maja tell you why she went outside?" I said, "No. Why she go outside?" She said she went outside because she was uncomfortable because a grown man was on the other end of a phone that the nail technician was using while she was getting her nails done. I said, "Wait, hold on, what?" I stood up immediately. I got my daughter on the phone, half a hand figured done on my hands, and I didn't even care about that. I was like, "Hold up, wait, what? What did you say?" And I asked her to repeat it. I said, "Hold up, okay." I said, "So inside this place where I'm at right now, you mean to tell me somebody was recording or video recording or doing a video chat call with some grown man?" So I stood up and I immediately started I need to find out that lady right there who just was talking to my daughter. What immediately? I need your phone right now, because evidently there is something going on in your phone. Well, we need to talk about it. We need your phone right now. She immediately got to moving around, trying to delete stuff off of it. I saw her moving fast too. I said, "I'm calling 911 right now." And immediately that's what I did. The cops are literally here right now doing a report. I'm not playing no games with y'all, because let me tell you what else. There was a guest. This is what took it to another level, it was already at another level at that point. This is what confirmed it. That they own some stuff over here. A Nail Bar in Plano. A Nail Bar in Plano, Texas. Let me tell you what they up to. Because not only after my daughter, who is 14 years old, was recorded, having a video of grown man, because my daughter said that she saw the grown person On the other end of the Zoom call, when the lady positioned her camera to be able to see her, whoever was on the other end needed to see her correctly, and my daughter said she saw the man give a thumbs up. Now, I don't know what in the world, and they kept asking her, who's that lady you with? Y'all, let me tell you something. And not only did they do that, the same lady, the exact same lady that decided she was going to record my daughter, the exact same lady decided she was going to take a picture of me too. How did we know that? Because one of the customers in the store saw her taking the picture, and she decided to say, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I tell you something?" And brought me over there to her and said, I saw her taking a picture of you too. She saw me looking, but she was hoping I wasn't gonna tell. But I'm letting you know. After that whole incident just happened where your daughter walked.
First of all, I want to say that I'm very glad, I'm relieved that nothing happened to her children, because things could have gone very differently. And I think this video really teaches us adults some very important lessons that we should learn, especially when it comes to how we relate with children. The kind of relationship we have with our children and children in general would not only, one, determine how they would develop as children, but it would also help us protect them better. This is why it's very important that you listen to children, because unfortunately, as a society, we cannot say that we all listen to children, because let's be for real, let's be honest with ourselves. A lot of parents are dismissive of children. They just look at a child and they go, it's a child, like, what can this one know? As if this child doesn't have a brain in their head, as if this child is blind, I can't see what's going on, as if this child cannot process information. They have feelings, they have God's feelings too. They can, know that something is off, that that whatever is happening around them, if it's not supposed to be happening, is not supposed to be happening. They can tell these things. These children are very much aware of what's going on around them. They can see, they have brains, they can process things, they have feelings, they have God's feelings too. And no, I'm not saying that kids are always right about everything and that they all know better and that we now should just be leaving them to their own devices. Because no, they are kids. They don't know everything. They need to be guided too by parents and adults around them. They need to be taught things too as they are growing up. But what I'm trying to pass across is that even though they are children, they are not stupid, and their opinions too matters. And we too as adults even can learn one or two from them, and their opinions could just be what could sometimes help us help keep them safer and alive, and these opinions as well just could sometimes help us keep ourselves, the adults, safer and alive. I'm so glad that she wasn't a dismissive parent, because look what happened. Yes, she is the adult in the situation, but she's also human, and as human being, we are not infallible. We can't pick up on everything every single time. Sometimes even as adults, we miss some things that are going on around us. But the kids picked up on this one that she didn't in this particular situation. Imagine if she were a parent who did not encourage her children to trust her enough to share their concerns with her. Imagine if she were a parent who was like, ha, 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 all the time, always screaming and shouting, and that daughter came up to her and told her, "Mommy, I don't feel comfortable." And she didn't listen to the child. And she was like, what are you talking about? Sit down there, Joe. Like, don't disturb me. Can't you see me trying to fix my nail? Even without listening to the child. Right? And she dismissed that child's feelings in that moment. Who knows what would have happened? Who knows how the story would have panned out? It's very important that we make sure that kids are not in hostile situations or in toxic situations or in situations that is going to make them start living in their shell. Because when kids get to that point, they will not be willing to talk to the adults around them, even if something is happening with them, even if they are noticing something off about the environment. I'm glad her daughters are safe, but I cannot also stop thinking about the children out there that unfortunately were not as lucky as our daughters were. This is why we have to make sure that we keep spreading awareness like this. Any little opportunity that we can to help teach other people out there things that they can be looking out for, we should be doing that. I'm just glad she's safe, her children are safe. We need to pay as much attention as we humanly can to what is going on in our surroundings. And also, please, listen to the children. You may not have picked it up, but they probably did. So us choosing to deliberately not listen to them because we think they are not worth listening to could just be us, quite literally signing them away to a very sad and painful, unfortunate fate. Share this video to your friends, loved ones. I think we all can pick 1 or 2 lessons from this video, or not only how we can protect our children or children in general, but also how we can even protect ourselves. Because sis did not even notice that they even were taking pictures of her. Who knows? They probably were even planning on taking the entire family. Who knows what these people were up to? Let's be safe out there. Listen to the kids. Listen to the babies. Let's be more attentive. Pay more attention to our environment as much as we can. Yes, we are humans. Our abilities are limited, but let's do at least the most that we can to protect ourselves and our society at large. I hope whoever the people are that are running this establishment are really looked into, because the shady things are happening there. Who knows for how long they have been doing this? Who knows how many families, how many children have... I just thinking about it, like, I hope the police do what they need to do and really investigate what's going on here, because so much is going on in this world and it's just very sad, the sick world we live in. So we have to be on extra alert. Please share this video. Protect your children and be safe out there.